America, the land where eagles soar, and the mountains cascade to the seas. From the rocky coast to the great Northwest, to the dark blue waters of the Atlantic Ocean, and all the states in between. Welcome, as American Builder Productions presents the American Builder television program.
Welcome to St. Louis, Missouri. Located on the Mississippi River, St. Louis is home to several major corporations as well as 3 professional sports teams. So what does this mean for you? It means job opportunities plus a variety of leisurely activities, which equal a great place to live. And if you're moving to the area or building a new home here, we have someone we'd like you to meet. They are the wonderful folks at Master Plan Builders.
I got into construction in 1985, straight out of high school. I worked with a local foundation contractor for 5 years, and then went to work for a local builder for another 5 years. And in 1995, I started Meyer Construction General Contracting, to where I did all different aspects of the construction: foundations, flat work, siding, framing. And I would say 2010 was when we started Master Plan Builders. But 2008, 2009, most people in the area was already slowing down, and from the times that we had in construction, 2010 it had ultimately come into a halt, and that was the time when I looked at my wife and Jerry and just said, if we're going to get into construction, now's the time to probably do it.
Actually, getting into building, I didn't have a choice. My parents decided to go be builders. My father was a real estate agent. My mom was a great encourager, took care of Dad, put him on a podium all the time, and they ventured out to be builders when I was about 9 years old. We'd go to Kansas City in California and look at houses all the time because it was somewhere different than where we were. So we would look at displays. We would drive and look at the exterior of homes. We would set up appointments and look at for sale by owner houses. That was our entertainment. That was our business. It was a family-owned business. It was in the garage at one time, sometimes in the basement, and then we ventured out and had it in one of our own homes, and then out into subdivisions, 9 companies, the whole works. So I was raised in sawdust, that's true. And when my husband decided he wanted to build houses, it felt right. I think we've been very blessed in that neighborhood with good people.
Dawn's biggest strength, I would say, is probably her faith. On top of that, she is just a people's person. I don't believe she's ever met a stranger. I think she's probably one of the biggest reasons why we're so successful at what we do.
I met my husband, Tim, in 6th grade. We've been married 26 years, and we've raised 4 beautiful children. We've come a long way, a lot of back roads, a lot of gravel roads, and I feel like we're on the high road now. I feel very blessed to have him as a partner. He's a wonderful man, wonderful husband, great dad, and a fantastic builder. How do we stand out amongst all the competition? I'll be honest with you. Neither one of us have any interest in finding out what the competition is. We've never shopped our competition. We've never been in other builders' homes to see what they're doing, what they're not doing. We decided that we would run our own show, that we would live for an audience of 1, build the best house we could do, stay focused and stay engaged with our buyers, and do a good job. I feel like that sets us apart because we don't have a competitive edge when we sit down with a client. We sit down with them, we listen to them, we desire to build their home for them. And I think they feel that. I think they feel that connection. I don't look for babysitters. My kids go with me. If I'm toting a grandbaby, I tell them on the phone, I've got Devin or I've got Rowan or Timmy or Abby are with me, or whatever it's going to be. We're a family-owned business. That's how we roll, and we share it with them from the beginning. And I think they feel that connection right then.
And then one of these would be a 24-inch cabinet and then a 36-inch cabinet underneath, you know, the countertop. Our team consists of Jerry Huddleston Skull.
They had lost their accountant, so she put an ad in the paper and I answered the ad.
Jerry came to us as a secretary, and she had all these gifts, talents, and abilities underneath that secretarial gift of detail and administrative that I don't even know if she knew it herself.
She does our accounting, she does all our bookkeeping. She also has a company, Designs by Jerry. So she does interior decorating, she does color choices, she picks lights, but really what she's done for the company and what she does for the company is immeasurable. Keith Julius is also, he's a superintendent out in the field. Brings over 20 years of experience to the job.
I know he has a gift of detail. He sees everything on the job sometimes before we do, and that's a good thing. And when he can find something before Tim finds it, I say hats off to you, Keith.
When you can't force the water into that yard, it's going to be a problem. It's going to have to stay on this side.
He's there and to see the house get down to do the closing.
He's an excellent attribute to Master Plan.
Don't go anywhere. American Builder, you're right back with Master Plan Builders.
Welcome back to the St. Louis area. We've been getting to know Tim and Dawn at Master Plan Builders. Now, they'd like to walk you through their home so they can show you the quality and care that they put into every home they build.
Tim and I spent most of our lives in St. Charles County raising our kids, and most of our kids and family live in St. Charles County still. We just ventured into Lincoln County.
We're going to show you some of the features, some of the trademark features that we do in a lot of our houses. Our brick and stone work, our concrete work, a lot of our flooring and tile work that really sets us apart in the industry. Come on in, we'll show you around. This is a good example of what we use in a majority of our homes. This is a 3/4 inch hand scraped hickory floor. They come in random widths, 2 inch, 3 inch, and 5 inch widths, which really shows good for us. Don, you want to show them the practice?
Yeah, and we do manufactured cabinetry and custom cabinetry. This is a custom cabinet. They're staggered with crown, end panels are finished, slow close, and then they also do like compartment organizing, makes it very nice to organize your things, and some creative ideas like your bowls and your plates on a shelf in your drawer to do your place setting instead of up in your cabinets.
Another feature that we use in some of our homes be our rounded corner bead. And our base, we did something a little different on this one. We did a 2-piece base.
And then some things you can do with cabinetry. You can do cabinets in other areas of the home, and things with granite, a chiseled edge, maybe a little bit different than your pencil edge look that might be fun in your home.
And another bestseller is our fireplaces. They really love the brick and stone fireplaces, and it really talks a lot about the homeowner. A lot of times they design their own, and we design this. We're here with Bill from Snow Hill Nursery. We'd like to thank him for what he's done. He did do the landscaping on our home, and he did this reflective area for us out here. He's with the Lincoln County Historical Society, and here we have 2 graves, one of Mary Little Thurman and her husband John Thurman Sr. He was a private under George Washington in the Continental Line Revolutionary War, where he fought the tyranny of rule back in the day before our country was really a country. And he come in and did this area for us and really did a great job. And I just really want to thank him for all the work that he did. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. God bless you.
Yeah, we tried to figure out how many builders we should go to, and we looked at 5, but we really looked at 3 in earnest.
I'd say we talked to probably 3 or 4 different builders here in the area.
Well, master plan, it was pretty obvious after we got to talk to Dawn and Tim that they were the ones that were more interested in what we wanted in a home rather than what they wanted to build. Some of the other builders were very interested in doing what they had on their plans, and they were very reluctant to make changes, and we felt very comfortable with Tim and Dawn that we would get the home that we would love.
When talking to master plan, their ability to just very easily converse with us and give us honest answers about what we expected and what we would get out of the process of building. They were extremely friendly and open and warm, and just really went out of their way to make us, in the process that we went through building our home, a good experience overall.
I think when initially we met with Dawn, as opposed to them giving us, what their houses, the cost of what the house was, it was more about what is your price range, we'll build the house to accommodate your needs. So I think that, knowing that we could build the house of our dreams within a budget and that they would be willing to work with us, that was really appealing.
Absolutely.
An everyday phone call would be somebody calls me, they've either seen a house, seen a sign, seen something online, and they're interested in checking it out. So typically I would talk to them on the telephone. I would tell them that who I am, who I work for. Then I am a builder's kid, married to a builder, real estate broker for several years, 20 years or better, and a mom of 4. And I don't know how I'm gonna come, if it's hair up in a ponytail, jeans and some boots, or if I'm gonna be dressed up, but take me like I am. Can I meet you somewhere on site and let you see what we have? That's typically how it would first go. I'll meet them on site, show them something under construction, set an appointment with something I've already sold, pre-sold, a closed home. I'll actually encourage the owners of that home to be there. If they'd like to be there, they're welcome to be there. And I'll take that buyer or that potential customer through the construction process. Walk them through the home, show them the features that we put in our homes. They ask me questions like, is this standard? But is this an upgrade? Is this standard? I think what blows their mind from the beginning is most everything that they're expecting to be an upgrade, we already do.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Master Plan Builders on American Builder.
Welcome back to St. Louis, Missouri. Before the break, we introduced you to some past clients of Master Plan Builders. Now, we want to hear more from them about their home building experience with Master Plan.
The process so far is going wonderful. We're happy with everything. Any changes that we wanted, they accommodated us immediately, and everything looks great.
The thing that I like is if we found something that we wanted to change, a minor change or that type of thing, it was an immediate response, no complaints and that type of thing, and they just tried to accommodate every wish we had.
We could come every day. There'd be a week we come and not much, you couldn't see much progress, but we were making sure that we were here along the way, and if something didn't look right or we wanted a wall moved today, we're willing to make those changes as it came. And so yeah, we really, the two of them as a team together worked really well with us to make sure that we saw every step of the way.
Tim came to me one day and said, honey, I don't know. I think I just kind of like the relationships and the interaction and all that. So we built a few houses, but ultimately we're meeting and greeting people, and we're building their house, and we're doing great things for their family. That came from my husband. So I walked away saying, okay, get in the big picture. The big picture is you want to work for Christ. You think you're an evangelist on a real estate stage. This is your opportunity. Tim says, take care of them. So this is my opportunity and Tim's opportunity, my family's opportunity to give something back to the community. Just a necessity list, what's the most important things you have to have, and then a wish list as your budget can afford it.
The master plan team throughout the process was just amazing to work with. Dawn is so loving and caring for everybody, and right away she made us feel like family. So with her is on the real estate side and Tim on the build side, and Tim just, you know, he's just very warm individual to talk to, and everything that we asked for was just very easy throughout the entire process.
Yeah, they made themselves available to us whenever. I mean, as soon as there would be an issue or if there was anything that we had questions about, you know, almost 24 hours a day, we could call and make sure that we were able to talk to them, and they would talk us through or meet us here or wherever we needed to be to make those decisions, you know, seen through. So they were really helpful.
The thing I found with Tim and Dawn is we're not only looking at them as building our home, they became friends. So they're fun to work with, and we get along great, and we just trust them.
They make us feel like family.
Throughout the process of working with Tim and Dawn and Master Plan Builders, I came to her and had an idea that I wanted to express to her and see if she was open to it. And the intent for us to build this home was to start a life. Kristen and I were engaged at the time, or weren't engaged at the time, and I wanted to propose to her, and I thought how neat of a way to do it would be to use our new home. So as I was talking to Dawn one day, I ran it by her. I said, would you be willing to help me set the house up after closing? And perhaps that way I could use the house as my engagement or proposal to Kristen. And she was ecstatic about that. She was all about it. She helped me from the minute I said that. She was willing to do anything. And the day that we closed on the house, she had come in and the fireplace had laid out all kinds of rose petals, and I had handed off the ring at some point prior to the closing to Dawn, and she was able to place the ring on the fireplace mantle. And as we came into the house after our closing, which went amazing, Kristen was able to walk in and she see all these rose petals and be able to walk up to the fireplace, and there was the ring, and it was just an amazing moment in our life to be able to use the home and the process through which we went to build it to move our life forward. And it was almost like it started here at this house for us.
And I think the fact that your builder takes a personal interest in you and not just another client for their business, you know, that's really special. So that was something that, you know, we'll forever be grateful for them to being a part of that process.
I think our strength and our courage to do what we do and to step out and not really know where the next stone is our faith. I trust in the Lord and lean not on my own understanding. Sometimes I think, how are you going to do this? You're so scared. And then I say, fear not, for God is with us. If you've got to do it and you're scared, just do it scared. He's with you. And He'll never leave you or forsake you. I say, what is there to fear? You should be able to walk through any barrier. And most of the time, the enemy or the adversity that you feel in business is you can't do it, I'm not good enough, what if it doesn't work out? It's all those pounding thoughts that hit you. If you can cast that down with the Word of God, you can do anything.
And there you have it. A phenomenal devotion to God and to their clients is what makes Master Plan Builders St. Louis's premier construction service.